My name is Adam and this is Seeking Me Productions bringing you another trailer review. In this video, I'll be looking at the first trailer for Amazon's next original series, Spider-Noir. Spider-Noir, if you're familiar with that character or that alternate universe of the Spider-Man mythos, most likely from the look of this trailer, from the makers of the Spider-Verse films, those animated movies that Sony Pictures releases that's mostly focuses on Miles Morales' version of the character. But this one is a different take on the Spider-Noir that's even different from the comics, because in the comics and also Spider-Verse, Peter Parker is still that the Spider-Man character. In this one, you'll see that they're doing Ben O'Reilly. So Ben Reilly is actually a clone of Peter Parker in the main story in the comics, and I'm not sure if that's ever going to actually play up in this version, but it is a different take to the direction to use, especially with Nicolas Cage reprising his role as a version of Spider-Noir, who he made famous in his small supporting role in the Spider-Verse films. From the looks of his performance here, is what you expect from Nicolas Cage at this point in his filmography. Very exaggerated, expressive. It looks like the show is framing based on his very eccentric personality as an actor that he brings to his projects, and for the series to play up on those strengths, by the looks of it, is going to be very entertaining nonetheless. The show is going to be released in two versions. What is being marketed as authentic black and white, and as well as true hue color. For those people who don't necessarily like watching black and white films or projections, that makes them, because for some reason nobody wants to, the younger viewers don't want to watch anything that's old or anything like that. I don't understand that. As a film cinephile myself, I'm going to try and see, probably go back and forth between the two. They it looks like it most likely was filmed in color first and digitally altered afterwards. But I feel as though from how they film it, based on lighting choices, they did made it sure that the transition maintains sharp contrast between the lighting, which brings for a very interesting way of watching this project. Spider-Noir is a character, it's a multiverse character, the Spider-Man mythos from the late 2000s, I think 2009 to be exact. I'm not really familiar with that alternate version of the take, but the mere fact that they're doing an alternate version again in the era of adapting the multiverse, it shows that type of storytelling is not slowing down anytime soon. But the way that this is done, it is the reason why the multiverse works in the first place. To take a character very familiar with audiences and place them in a very different scenario that is usually not the norm. So it should be something that really embraces the different aesthetic, the style, especially with doing the film noir, the crime angle. It's going to be something that should excite audiences who are looking for something fresh and unique. Not only are we seeing Nicolas Cage's Ben O'Reilly, but we do see other versions of different characters from the Spider-Man mythos in this new 1930s noir style. Cat Hardy, been reimagined as a singer character, probably going to be doing that traditional thievery. We don't know, probably just a femme, but definitely playing up that femme fatale. I think I saw a glimpse at Electro here, which is going to be very interesting to see it done on a TV, smaller scale. There is a lot of practicality within sets, but the visual aesthetic, especially with looking at from the color version of the show, very Dick Tracy inspired from that 1990s film. So that's why it would be very interesting to probably go back and forth between the different styles. But to do Spider-Man, a live action production for TV that has not been done since the 1970s is really a treat to behold. And something that Spider-Man, I feel as though, because he works better when telling smaller stories on a smaller scale. There's no wonder why Spider-Man has not been done on a TV format in the main telling, like adapting the main line comics. Something that I think that should have happened earlier. Maybe the MCU Spider-Man should have been adapting as a TV instead of a movie, because I feel as though if this show works, there's no reason why not to. But Spider-Man is going to be successful either way. He is Marvel's version to Batman in terms of massive popularity. I'm looking forward to this because Spider-Man is it's good to see something different, especially seeing an older version of the character on live action. That's rarely done, no matter what you're doing, either from Peter Parker or somebody else. To see an older an older character taking up on the Spider-Man mantle, that's a treat in of itself. So there you have it. That's why I feel what I feel about the trailer for Spider-Noir. Looking interesting. I'm looking forward to it. It looks like I think they said all episodes will be released once this is dropped, because Amazon likes to test the waters of how popular a series is on the first season before moving forward with weekly formatting for the following seasons ahead. What is your take on this series? Are you interested on seeing different continue on the multiverse storytelling, and whether or not they succeed or not? And also, what type of other Spider-Man projects do you want to see in the future? Let's discuss. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and also follow us on other social media platforms of Letterboxd, Threads, and Instagram for other content we don't necessarily post on this channel. My name is Adam, and this has been the Sikimi Productions.